What up guys, Rob here with RJ Gaming coming at you with another vehicle detailing video. And today we're going to be talking a little bit about paint correction. Now a couple new things we're trying out today for the first time. I've got a chest harness on with my GoPro, so hopefully you guys can see okay and can view the video and hear me okay and everything like that. Hopefully the angle's okay. I tried to fix it the best I could, get it set up right. The next thing we're going to be talking about here is the brand new dual action polisher that I recently purchased. It's a Porter cable, and it can take, I think it's anywhere from 4-inch to 8-inch pads. I'm not sure I'm 100% on that, but we're pretty much going to stick with the standard 6-inch. So what I did is I purchased separately a Meguiar's, you guys can see it, back plate. It's the DBP6 soft buff. So this guy is actually the Velcro back plate, and the pad that was recommended. So as you guys know, I'm a big ammo fan, and I've watched all of his intermediate videos about polishing. Those are great videos to check out, paint correction and polishing videos. So this pad actually is Velcro. So these pads that we have here are actually Meguiar's as well. They're cutting discs, and you guys can see here, it's a very, very fine, like a microfiber cutting disc. And what it does is, as it spins and it does these, rotations per minute, it helps kind of cut down the clear coat very finely. Very fine abrasives in here that will help cut down that clear coat without completely destroying it. Okay, so we've got that Velcroed onto the back plate. I've got it pretty well centered. I mean, it's a little off center, but it's not terrible. So we're gonna set that down, pad up obviously, and then these are the cutting discs. This is the packaging, so I have a separate disc ready to go. And like I said, it's just Velcro on the back, so that we're prepared just in case we need a second disc. So kind of I guess the thing to talk about first is you don't ever want to take paint correction lightly. You can really destroy a vehicle's paint, which can cost thousands of dollars in repairs. You want to do your research. You want to make sure that you're getting the proper product. Now I'm doing a little more of a less invasive, if you will, technique. So this may not work at all. This may not do anything. It may just kind of shine up the paint kind of nicely, and that's okay. That's a risk I'm willing to take. I don't want to have unrealistic expectations with this product. There is no magic product out there where you can just, put it on and boom, everything's fixed and yep, well, that's it, we're done. If that happened, then there wouldn't be any professional detailers, there wouldn't be any professional auto body shops. You wouldn't fucking need them, if there's a magic thing. So you can get rid of that idea in your head. It's not realistic. So this is more of a soft approach to attempt to fix the smaller paint defects. Now, keep in mind, when using this product, you need to have a clear coat to work with. If you don't have a clear coat to work with and it's gone already to the sun, you need to have your vehicle professionally evaluated and repainted, re-clear coated professionally. Like it's gonna be expensive. Or you just roll with it the way it is and just try to protect it the best you can with some polish, some wax, and do what you can to protect what you already have there, but what's gone is gone. So if you have some clear coat to work with, what this kind of does is, this is the correction compound we're going to be using today. It's the DA microfiber, so it's specifically designed for dual action buffers slash polishers, and you need a lot of speed. This one in particular, about 4,800 OPMs, so they're just talking about kind of like the orbits per minute or revolutions per minute. So you can't really have if you have a polisher that runs a little slower and only has kind of like one speed setting, or it's just like a cheaper polisher, you might not get as much of a result. You can try it, it's not going to hurt, and it might work actually, but in reality with this kind of product, you want to try to have everything as close to recommended as possible. So this is saying, set your polisher to 4,800 OPMs, and we're going to work a small area. This says 2 foot by 2 foot. We're actually going to work in a smaller area. And one of the biggest things about this compound is it's kind of a mix. It has a compound to sort of break down the clear coat slowly. for correction. So the difference between so a wax is actually like a protectant. A polish is again more of like a protectant, kind of deepens the paint and things of that nature. But a correction compound is actually designed to tear down the clear coat a little quicker than polish. Polish is designed, you do a lot of passes over and over and over, and you kind of try to polish the minor defects out. Correction compound's more of a it's a little more aggressive in a sense. So we're going to try to be careful with it. Obviously, we don't want to go too deep too quickly or anything like that. First thing we're going to do is prep our pad. So prepping your pad is, actually, let's talk, before we do that, I want to show you what I've done over here just to save a little time for the video. So I have prepped the surface. Now keep in mind this truck has layers of ammo protection on it already. The area we're going to be working today is right here. And I know, hi guys, you can probably see me in the thing. I'm going to try to get you up close. So this area right here, where all these scratches are, I'm hoping you can see me. I've got the GoPro and I can't see what you can see, so hopefully this is good. Get you up close. So that area right there where those scratches are, there's also a paint chip, a couple paint chips. We're going to try to get the scratches today. Paint chips are obviously another day. That's a touch-up situation. We're not going to fix those with this. But I really like to get these scratches looking a little better. They kind of come down here. There's also a little guy down there. So I'm going to sort of work this area here and probably the area above it. Just kind of go like this around. And what we're going to do is just try to make it so that it doesn't look as bad. Like, I can stand here about 2 feet away and see it. So in my eyes, if I can't see it, it's not there. That's for me, like detailing. If I can't see it, it's not there. So what I want to do is I want to lessen the effect of it on my eye. Now these cuts are actually misshapen. They're jagged. So if you can picture like a V like this, and in the middle of the V there's these little jagged imperfections in the clear coat. So what it is a V with those jagged imperfections, and what we're going to try to do with this, with those revolutions per minute being pretty high and having all that power, plus having that correction compound which is designed to tear into the clear coat a little bit and kind of take off the surface slowly, we're going to pass over this thing and hopefully take those V's and round the edges like this. So when the sun hits it, normally when the sun hits, like let's say up here where it looks really nice, the sun's hitting it, the clear coat is flat. It's reflecting everything back, and I know the sun's not directly on it. You don't want that when you're doing correction. You want it to be in a shady area, kind of cooler temperature, so later at night works pretty well. What you see is this beautiful reflection because it's flat. It's a flat reflection. So you're seeing no imperfections. Down here, when you see these kind of scratches, you're like, boy, those are actually imperfections in the clear coat that are reflecting back, and the light is bouncing like this. It's bouncing off, and it's like, oh my God, this is horrible. So we're going to try to basically round those edges over, round those imperfections over to lessen the effect of the visuals. So that's all we're trying to do. We're not trying to get rid of it. We're not trying to go in super deep. A lot of people get in there and they're like, I'm going to buff this out, and they're pushing and they're dragging it back and forth, and all you're doing is tearing down the clear coat, and it's just not good. So we want to be gentle. We want to kind of take our time. The nice thing about a DA polisher is it spins like this, but it also spins like this. So it's doing this. The shaft is rotating while the pad is spinning. So you're getting this dual action effect. So it doesn't stay in one spot, and it kind of disperses the heat off of the pad, so you're not burning the paint. A lot of people get very fearful they're going to burn the paint. DA polishers are very safe on the fact that they won't do that. Now, this is my first time using a DA polisher, and that's why I thought it'd be cool. I was going to kind of be like, I'm not going to do the first time I do it on video. If I don't like it, I'll can the video and we'll just not show it, but hopefully it works out pretty well. So we're going to take our compound and we're going to do what they call prepping the pad. So we're going to put this compound on the pad, and it's nice, it's different color in the pad. So kind of get it all over, and we're going to sort of just prep the pad, get it all over the whole thing. looking pretty good. And you don't want to, you want to kind of fluff it back and forth. You can see how I'm fluffing the pad a little bit there. There, that looks pretty decent. I'm just going to put a little on my hand and get these edges here. You don't want to rush the process, folks. This is something that you do not want to rush. You want to make sure you've got your whole area covered here. There. I'd say that's pretty well prepped. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to apply 2 dots. This is a trick that a lot of people know, but you're going to just put a dot over there. Oops, a little bit of a dot and a little bit there. That's going to give us quite a bit to work with. That's okay. I don't mind. Not a big deal. And what I can do is I can take a little bit of it and work it into the pad a little. You know, it's not a big deal. I saw this happen on the video. You want to prevent the stuff from slinging all over the place. So you kind of want to work it in. There we go. Alright guys, so there's that. Let's work that into my gloves. What I might do is change gloves, I don't know. Probably alright. Yeah, it's already starting to dry on my gloves, perfect. So what we're going to do first is it's called a mow-down technique. So I'm going to bring this over here. Now, mow-down technique is when you basically take the area you're going to be working and you mow down. This truck has ammo skin defense on it, it has hydrate on it, it has these layers of protection on it. What we have to do is get rid of that protection first. So you can't see it obviously, but above the clear coat there are layers of